Imagine this. Your organization just implemented what you were told is a secure, sovereign cloud solution. Your team sleeps well at night thinking your critical communications infrastructure is protected. When suddenly, due to geopolitical tensions, what you couldn't predict, your access is compromised. Not by hackers, but by legal maneuvers in a distant jurisdiction. This isn't fiction. It's happening right now to organizations worldwide. And today I want to help you understand why this comfortable blanket of cloud security, well, it might not be as warm as you think it is, and of course, what you can do about it. I call this the trust descent triangle because as you move down this pyramid, your trust in external systems plummets, but your actual security soars. It's counterintuitive, but in security, paranoia is actually your friend. Let's walk through the levels. Level 1, this is your basic connectivity. It's like leaving your front door unlocked because you live in a good neighborhood. You're placing complete trust in the network with minimal security controls beyond what's provided by default. Now we move up to level 2, perimeter defense. This is where you've installed some door locks, but your windows are still easily accessible. You've implemented firewalls and basic protections, but once someone gets past this outer layer, they have significant freedom of movement, which brings us to level 3, also layer 3, layered network security. Now you've got locks, you've got an alarm system, and you've got security cameras, but the security company still holds all the master keys. This includes those cloud-managed on-premises solutions where your hardware sits in your building, but someone else controls how it operates. Level 4, this is where it changes, is on-premises control plane. Now you've hired your own security team that answers only to you, and you take back control of your management systems, refusing to rely on cloud-based controllers for your critical operations. This is the level where true sovereignty begins. And that brings us to level 5, the top of the top, electronic isolation. You've built a fortress with a moat, and the only way in or out requires physical presence and multiple forms of verification. Air gapping critical systems means cutting them off entirely from external networks, creating a physical barrier that no remote attack can cross. Now, most organizations today hover around level 3, and for many applications, that is entirely appropriate. But here's where things get interesting. When cloud security meets geopolitical reality, technical protections aren't enough. The most sophisticated cloud security systems can still be undermined, not by technical flaws, but by legal and jurisdictional pressure points. Consider this scenario. A major defense contractor had invested millions in what they thought was a secure cloud communications system. When international tensions flared between their country and the cloud provider's home nation, they suddenly found themselves facing the possibility of a complete communications blackout. They had 72 hours to establish an alternative system. So the cost wasn't just financial, well, it was operational chaos. And this is a subtle but critical distinction that even seasoned security professionals can miss. The most sophisticated cloud security systems can still be undermined, not by technical flaws, although that's possible, but here by legal and jurisdictional pressure points. Cloud providers recognize these concerns, and that's why many are actively developing sovereign cloud offerings designed to keep data within national borders and under local jurisdiction. Now, while these offerings address regulatory compliance requirements, they also represent an acknowledgement of the geopolitical realities that their customers face. These are thoughtful, necessary responses to a complex landscape of risks. But here's what often goes unspoken. While the data plane might sit within your borders, the control plane, the system that governs access, policy, and operations, that often remains tethered to the provider's home country. That means that the potential still exists for access or control to be affected by foreign legal action or political decisions, no breach required. So while sovereign clouds are a meaningful step, they don't guarantee full sovereignty. Not unless we also address who ultimately holds the keys to that control. Here's what I've learned from working with organizations that have successfully made this transition. The path from level 3 to level 4 isn't just about technology, it's about reclaiming architectural freedom. The companies that thrive in this new reality don't wait for perfect solutions to emerge. They partner with specialists who've been solving sovereignty challenges long before it became a buzzword I have trouble pronouncing. So here's what's encouraging. Companies like VQ Communications have been solving exactly this challenge since 2006, helping defense contractors, intelligence agencies, as well as enterprises build truly sovereign video infrastructure, the kind that operates entirely within your control, no external dependencies. What's fascinating is how they approach this level 3 to level 4 transition. You see, instead of ripping out your existing Cisco infrastructure, they add sovereign control layers, so you keep your investment while reclaiming your control plane. Well, this isn't theoretical. Organizations are making this jump right now, systematically reclaiming control layer by layer. So the question isn't whether this shift is coming, it's whether you'll be ready when your organization needs to make the move. In my next video on the Sovereignty Ascension Pyramid, I'm going to show you exactly how they're doing it.